Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and we're going to show you 5 videos that all have to do with cleaning, like spring cleaning, and 3 of them are using nylon netting. So there's 3 options here. You could buy netting by the yard at the store, and there's several colors available, and it's very, very inexpensive. And you could buy several yards of netting, and you could cut the netting. I think it's about 2-inch strips. We're going to go to close up and show you how to make everything that you see me showing here. But anyway, you could cut it with scissors and make short strips if you fold it on this edge, or let's say you buy 2 or 3 yards, you could open the whole thing up and fold it the length of your netting, and then you'd have longer strips. But either way, it will work. And you can cut this with scissors, or what I like to do is use a cutting mat and a razor knife, and I take a ruler and I lay it on the mat over the netting at the 2-inch mark, or whatever mark that is, and then I just cut it, and I'll go to a close-up and show you how to do that. So that's how you make this type of scrubby. Now, if you just don't want to even cut netting at all, we do sell netting that's already pre-cut. This is 3 inches wide, I believe, and it is just so easy to just, you can make 3 scrubbies this size out of 1 skein of netting. So this is really the easiest way to go, and the scrubby comes out just as good as the netting that you buy by the yard. It's just as stiff, and I've been testing this out, and I made one for Hanyeti here, and he likes it too. And then I've made them for family and friends, and they love them. So then you could take the scrubby, and we're going to show you a third video in how you add the flower to the outside edge. So you can make like a sunflower. There's like a little blue flower here. So that's fun, and it's great to give away as gifts. And then there are 2 dishcloths. There's this one, the colors landed up looking like candy corn here. And then this is the same dishcloth done in different colors of yellow and gold. And then lastly, we're going to show you how to make this beautiful dishcloth. And this is a variegated yarn from Premier Yarns. It's called Home Cotton. And so I really love these colors. So we're going to go to a close-up now and show you one of the 5 projects that you see here, and make sure that you watch all of them in the series. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Hey guys, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Daisy Duster broom handle cover. This is a cute little thing that you can put, like on the top of your broom, or anything else about that same diameter. It's just a fun little thing to kind of brighten up your day. I know I talk to myself a lot when I'm cleaning, so now I have something to talk to. Maybe that sounds silly, but hey, I'm a little silly. So this is a beginner skill project. We're going to be using worsted weight yarn and a size I9 crochet hook. You'll also need the little googly eyes. This is just a little bit of red felt here for the mouth. You could also do a little a sewn-on red mouth with some red yarn. You've got the optional ribbon here, and to make the pom-pom, you'll need a little piece of cardboard that's about 3 inches across, and I'll show you how to do that as well. But let's start with the actual body of Daisy the Duster. So if you're worsted weight yarn and your I9 hook, start by chaining 2 like I've got here, and then in the second chain from the hook, the one closest to the slip knot, we're going to work 6 single crochets. So I'm just going to take my hook, go right into that stitch, grab a loop and pull it through, yarn over and pull that loop through the 2 loops already on my hook, and that is 1 single crochet. So I want a total of 6. And 6. Now for this project, sometimes when you're crocheting you'll join the ends of your rounds. We're not going to join this one. Instead, I've got a stitch marker, and I'm just going to slide that into the top of the last stitch I worked, I like these little markers. They pop shut like that, so they're not going to go anywhere. So that way we know where the end of round 1 was. For round 2, we're going to work 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So there's my first one. I'll just go right into there, grab a loop, pull it through, 1 single crochet, and then in the same stitch, I'll work a second one. So I'll do that all the way around. I had 6 stitches to start with, and at the end of round 2, I should have 12. So I'm almost at the end of round 2. My stitch marker is still in the last stitch of round 1, so I need to work in that stitch. I can go ahead and take this out for just a second. Work 2 single crochets in that stitch, and then this one, the last one, now I'll mark it. There we go. So that's the last stitch of round 2. So for rounds 3 through 16, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around, so it'll be 12 at the end of each round. And then at the end of round 16, you can finish off your ends and weave in your yarn. So I will finish making the body of Daisy the Duster, and then I'll come back and show you how to make the pom-pom. So here's Daisy Duster's body. Also make a great finger puppet, maybe a little big for that. So there's that. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I also took a moment to wrap my yarn 100 times around, well, this is a stack of Post-it notes. You can use a piece of cardboard that's about at 3 inches. Like I said, this is Post-it notes. Anything about this size that you can wrap it around will be perfectly fine. So you can see here where I started, wrapped 100 times, and there's my other end right there. So I've got that. I also have ready, this is about 12, maybe 15 inches of yarn. So I've got that standing by, and I'm just going to wiggle this big old coil of yarn off my Post-it notes. Whatever you use, it needs to be something that you're going to be able to slide off of. And as soon as I've got that off, I'm going to lay it down on top of my 12-ish inch piece of yarn and tie a good knot right there in the middle. Just like that. And I'm just going to double knot that, maybe triple knot it. Make sure that's going to stay nice and tight and not come undone. There we go. And then just leave these ends hanging, and we'll use those to attach it to the top of our daisy head. So it's not a pom-pom yet though. Take your scissors and you're just going to go into all of these loops that you've made, and I just kind of pull them tight so you get right in the center of them, and just cut them open right like that. And find yourself another little group. Cut them open. And just make sure you get all the loops. And then we'll go and do it to the other side. Some of the ones here in the center you may have to come back and get. And there's just a couple. Alright, so there it is. As soon as you do that, it should kind of fluff out, fill itself out. You may need to shape it a little bit. If you've got a long one here or there, go ahead and trim them. And then you can just take these 2 long ends from tying around the center and use them to sew it onto the top of your little bottle or your broom cover. And then you'll just need to find your googly eyes. Like I said, this is a piece of felt just cut in a little crescent moon shape, or you could take some red yarn and sew a little mouth, and if you want, the little ribbon bow is a cute touch as well. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you've got any questions about this project, please leave them down in the comments below, and in the description you will find a link to the pattern. Thanks for watching, guys.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these 2 shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.